Good, man. So, folks, join us now. We got Kam Davis, freshman running back. Should still be a high school student. You're an early enrollee coming to us out of Albany, Georgia. And, again, Norvell told the media you scored a touchdown in the scrimmage. I'm going to start on that. Dude, what was that like the first time playing any kind of live football in Doak? You took one to the end zone.
That was probably the best moment of the scrimmage. Last play of the scrimmage. Whole team came up to me, congratulated me. So that was probably my favorite moment. And just being out there with those guys in that type of environment, it showed me how close the team could be. But I don't think we're as close as we should be right now.
So, Coach has said, though, I mean, this might be the fastest team he's ever coached here in his four or 5 years at Florida State. I mean, what exactly does that mean, I guess, for like the casual football fan? We know it has fast players, but is it just some tweaks y'all are doing in the offense? Is it just the personnel? Like, what makes it the fastest team that he's had?
I think it goes with all aspects of the game, being able to process what you have on what play, and even with our winter program, that's how we worked on being able to have those fast, twitchy movements, change directions, and just being quick off the ball, winning your rep, being the first one to create contact. So just being fast helps in all aspects of the game.
What was that like coming to tour duty for the first time? Just give us your unfiltered reaction. I mean, what was going through your head after that?
My first maybe 3 or 4, it was just get through it. Then though, once we got around to the end of the winter program, then I kind of got to the point where, like, don't get tired. I knew I was gonna get tired, and I knew I was gonna show fatigue, but I didn't want to get to the point where I couldn't finish. I couldn't show my best efforts and stuff like that. So my first couple, I definitely struggled. We started off in encouragement, so then we had like 6 stations back to back. So I'm like,
sounds encouraging.
Yeah, I ain't never been a part of this. So it was definitely a challenge, though. It was
awesome, man. Folks, if y'all want to ask questions for Kam, please throw them in the chat. Jordan will pop them up on the screen. Just this is a safe space, only a ton of people watching on YouTube. But
yes, sir.
Was there ever a moment in those first couple tour dues where you were like, I should be in high school right now? What did I sign up for?
I definitely didn't think like that. I felt like with me making the early decision, it definitely prepared me for the best case scenario. Going into next year, I have to do the same thing over again. So being able to go ahead and get it done before that being in the middle of my route. So just being able to get it done early, it gave me a taste of it, let me know what to expect next year again.
I love that mentality, man. I brought a lazy person's mentality. Cam's like, no, I would have never quit. I think this question's a bit obvious. Shout out to Luke for, aptly stating that your bicep was the size of your head.
Yeah, I still owe him for that
the
one.
Iced Up Sean wants to know, Kam Davis, why do they call you Muscle Milk?
I don't really know. I guess
you have no idea.
I have no idea.
No guesses.
Nope. But I think it's just because of like the stature that I had coming in as a freshman, especially coming in early. I think that a lot of guys think I was a lot more advanced, a lot bigger than what I should be. So I think they kind of took, and I take it as a compliment. I just think a lot of the guys like the way that I look coming in as a freshman.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of fans do too. I think the national media obviously stated. I mean, you're like almost a fully developed college player, and again, you already scoring touchdowns as a testament to that. Timmy wants to know, Kam, what's the most you ever squatted?
Probably what I squatted this year, right at 560. That's definitely probably the most I ever squatted. Going into my 9th grade year, I started off squatting at 535. Dealt with like minor injuries throughout high school, so it kind of dropped me to where I wanted to be coming in. Honestly, coming in, I wanted to be squatting around 650. But now that I stopped at around 560, I want to get up to that goal.
So you were 14 years old squatting 535, or that's amazing.
Somewhere up in there.
Yeah, that's incredible. Justin Montado wants to know, Kam, when was the moment you knew you wanted to be a Seminole?
Honestly, I would say my 9th grade year, talking to Coach Luck, he was the first. Coach Locke, he was the first running back coach to recruit me. So just talking to him, and while he was here at Florida State, and then Coach Yak, he jumped on board. It was just something that really stood out to me for Coach Yak to be able to come in and see the potential in me right then and there. And not only that, just the tradition that I knew Florida State had growing up, watching all the games, even coming to the baseball camps and stuff as a 7th and 8th grader, it was something that I really loved. The atmosphere was always the same. No matter what program I was with or visiting, it was always like the same exact type of mindset, motto, and just culture.
So what's it been like seeing the baseball team do what they're doing this year? I mean, they're having a heck of a year. They've only lost 3 times. They were like a total of 3 runs at Clemson from taking that series, and they've already clinched the season series against Florida. How cool is that watching this year?
I think that it's pretty cool seeing Coach Lynch come in, get the program back to what it used to be, despite the couple of seasons that we kind of went on downhill slope. I think it is pretty good for the program itself, and not only the program, but the fan base to see as well.
So Nino wants to know, what is your plan with Coach Storms? Assuming Coach Storms' plan for
yes,
unless you're planning something.
To keep taking his lead. I just want to get to the point where I trust him already. Of course, he did a lot for my body, stretching, building, putting on more muscle and stuff. But I just want to get to the point where he knows everything about my body, to where he can make even workouts with me whenever we like go on breaks and stuff like that. He can always have something that I could do to benefit.
So you were probably like unquestionably the strongest dude in your high school by a mile. How different was it for you working out at a place like we've seen the squat party where a bunch of guys are squatting a ton of weight? You got Camden Fryer throwing up 500 pounds. You obviously have the O-line, D-line throwing up a ton of weight, receivers, everyone. I mean, how different of an experience was that for you being like, 560, like a lot of dudes are doing that around here?
It was definitely different. But I didn't take it as I didn't get down on myself, nothing like that. I cheered everybody on, everybody cheered me on, so it was like the environment that I wanted. Being in high school, I was always the only one getting the recognition as having the most weight on the bar and stuff like that. So it kind of made me feel lonely, being the only one to like, I'm the last one in the weight room, everybody waiting on me to get done. So just being able to do that with those guys and seeing everybody have the same weight, it just shows how good of a team we are and how strong we get together. So
it's awesome.
That was a beautiful thing.
I think it was, I don't know, one of the poets, I think maybe Lil Wayne, that said, it's lonely at the top. But, Grill Master wants to know, what was the high school recruitment process like for you? You were committed for multiple years, a rarity in the game these days.
It was still like a ongoing process. My mind was always made up, but of course I still had other schools like Georgia, Ohio State, Bama, a lot of schools reaching out, still trying to persuade me to flip, stuff like that. But for me, it was more of a respect thing. I knew where I wanted to go, so I didn't go on many visits. I went on maybe 2 or 3, and I asked for permission. Coach Jack could tell you, like, I asked him, could I go somewhere? And Coach Jack, he never complained about it. He wanted me to enjoy it, but for me, it was all about, I knew where I wanted to go, I knew where I wanted to be, so I stuck to it.
That's awesome, man. Well, hey, we can't wait to see you running in the stadium and obviously Dublin and all over the ACC this year. One last question before you go, because they're in the other room.
Yes, sir.
Which linebacker hits the hardest?
They haven't caught me yet, so I'll probably say DJ. DJ, pretty big guy, know how to use his hands, technique. So he definitely, like, if you let him get up under your head, for sure, like, ring your bell. So I got to keep my eyes on the swivel for him. But that's what all of them. I got to watch out for them, but they haven't caught me yet. So.
Love that answer, man. We'll leave it on that, Cam. We appreciate you coming in. We're gonna have Blake Nicholson up yet. We're gonna have Blake Nicholson up next, folks. We're live. There's gonna be some wrinkles here, but yeah, appreciate you coming on.
Yes, sir. Thank you.